Put your mic. All right, this is the morning we would be beginning landlord-tenant matters here in a bit, but we've got an unscheduled matter. Mr. Justin Michael Aiken is here. File number 222036 alleges no insurance under the insurance code. File 222037 ST alleges driving suspended first offense and improper plate. Those are alleged to have occurred on October 18th of last year. Also, the case is file 2240 SM, alleges no insurance and driving suspended on January 1st of 2023. Mr. Aiken is here. This matter was set for jury trial on Wednesday, May 24th. Deborah Davis is here with us from the prosecuting attorney's office. She had been managing these cases, but she was obligated to try another case in the circuit court on Wednesday, very important case. And Casey Johnson was assigned then to handle this case, and he was here Wednesday, ready to proceed. We had prepared the jury instructions. We had 30 jurors here, and we were prepared to go to jury trial on the October 18th case. In your case, you had steadfastly maintained your I'm not sure, lack of responsibility. I won't say innocence, but and expressly indicated you did not want to have an attorney to represent you. And you also steadfastly remained in your request for a jury trial. And we were here. We had 30 jurors who all took the day off, and we were prepared, and you didn't show up. And so I issued a bench warrant for your arrest. And I said on the live stream that if anybody knows Mr. Aiken, have him come turn himself in. And that was Wednesday. And here it is Friday morning, and here you are. Mr. Aiken, what's your position here?
Well, Your Honor, I'd like to apologize to you and everybody that was here for the trial. And I got scared that day, and I apologize to everybody for not being here. And if we could work, some kind of financial plan, something of that sort, or whatever you feel necessary needs to be done, I'll get done. I'll take responsibility.
Mr. Aiken, have you paid your ticket in Coldwater?
I'm actually been trying to work on that.
Okay, so once that's done, you'll be able to get your license from the Secretary of State again.
Yes.
Okay.
And I plan on getting insurance as well on my vehicle.
Very good.
Well, we still have these two cases, which were set for jury trial. And what do you wish to do with those? You wish me to reset them? Or is there some?
Before you make that decision, the offer of allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code in each of those, which is the offense that doesn't carry any points on your license, so it wouldn't prevent you from getting your license once you pay off your Coldwater ticket and probably a reinstatement fee to the Secretary of State. If you pled to account in each of the files, we would dismiss the remainder.
All right, that was the original offer, and she bent over backwards to make it. So let me repeat what it is. You're charged with two separate incidents, one in October of 22 and one in January of 23. Driving suspended and having no insurance. No insurance is punishable by up to a year in jail. It carries a minimum fine of $200, a maximum fine of $500. It requires you to be fingerprinted, and it doesn't have a restriction. The driving suspended charge requires that your license be suspended. It carries 2 points, fine of up to $500 and up to 93 days in jail. The prosecutor is agreeing to dismiss all of that, plus the plate violation, for 2 pleas to allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. Allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code is sort of a legal fiction. The other that it is allowing to violate the code is yourself. But it carries no points. It doesn't get abstracted to your driver's license and won't affect your ability to keep or maintain your license. Ms. Davis had made that offer at least twice before and you declined it. Are you willing to accept that at this point?
I'm willing to accept that, Your Honor.
All right, did anybody promise you anything to get you to plead to this?
No.
Diana, you need Debbie?
I just need a signature. Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
And let me out. I'm sorry.
You can keep that.
Am I back?
No, actually, no, I need it back. I just thought you might need a pen.
I don't typically work paperless, but that's an amended information or amended.
All right, Mr. Aiken, let's talk about that. Other than what Deborah said and what I just explained to you, did anybody promise you anything to get you to plead to this?
No. It was all me just wanting to get this taken care of and resolved.
All right, anybody threaten you?
No, sir.
Do you understand that if you do plead to these charges, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury?
Yes, I
If you had a trial, you would have the right to be represented by an attorney. All you gotta do is ask me, but you've been adamant throughout that you did not want to have an attorney to represent you. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so that you could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand yourself and testify, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you. And you have the right to be presumed innocent if and until the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
2230236. All right, were you driving a car in Constantine on October 18th of 2022?
I was driving.
Traveling. Well, did you not have insurance on the vehicle at that time?
I did not. I just purchased that vehicle within a week during that time.
It was a truck.
Yeah, it was a truck.
All right. I'm going to order a $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 state minimum fee, $125. I'm going to give you until July 1st. All right, that takes care of the first case. In the second case. Oops. That's 2, 3. 40. In order, 10 days jail, credit 0, leaving 10 days to serve. Same thing, $125, due by July 1st of 23. I also find that you're in contempt of court for failing to appear for your jury trial on Wednesday. You have some misinformed, misguided notion that the laws of the state of Michigan don't apply to you. People refer to this as sovereign citizen, but that isn't what it is. There's no sovereign in it. I call it willingly misinformed defendants. There's no sovereign about it. And you wasted a whole bunch of our time, the prosecutor's time, filed a bunch of documents that didn't mean anything. You were always respectful, but she made this very generous plea offer several times, but you wanted to represent yourself. You wanted to have a jury trial. The irony of this is that you demanded your rights as a citizen in the state of Michigan to be presumed to be innocent, to have an attorney appointed, and to have a jury of your peers. If you got a jury summons, you wouldn't have shown up. You would have said, I'm a sovereign and you can't dictate what I have to do as a citizen of the state of Michigan, but you're okay if you drag in 30 other people who took the day off work, who were nervous the night before. They came in here and sat around here for 45 minutes waiting for you to show up. And you wouldn't have shown up if you had been a juror. It cost the county $565 in jury fees, and it cost the jurors probably thousands of dollars to come in here for your foolish request. So the contempt was committed in my presence. I'm going to do it in the other case, 232036. You had been respectful, but that's disrespectful to me, to the prosecutor, and to all those private citizens that came in here because of your whimsical, and I don't even know if they were sincere beliefs. Whoever sold you on this foolishness is cynical. They don't even believe it. I don't know whether you believe it or you're just like messing with the system. But when you involve 30 or 35 of your common citizens who get dragged into this, it's no longer polite or respectful. And you could have had a trial. They would have been here. It would have taken Mr. Johnson about a half an hour to put in the proofs. I also understand, Deborah, he may have 4 or 5 warrants out of Elkhart County, Indiana, and a non-support warrant. So I believe he's also wanted in Indiana. And we'll explore that. For the contempt, I order 30 days, credit 0, concurrent with the 10 days I gave you on the other case. And the cost of the juror to the county
It appears there's 5 separate warrants out of Elkhart for same charge each time, invasion of privacy, violating protective order.
That's protection order expired as of January of this.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
there's
I mean, they're
apparently
all
warrants
from
for your arrest.
2022, they've been pending. I didn't realize that those were pending when we were doing all this other stuff. I can contact Elkhart County.
Yes. Now, darn it. It was Wednesday. She sent me that. Cost was $512 2405. So you'll $525 restitution for the cost of the jury. You got a sweet deal from Miss Davis. My advice to you is you get a driver's license like everybody else, like all those jurors that came in here to hear your case. And you stop driving. Now, did somebody bring you here today?
Yeah.
You got 10 days on the driving charge. You weren't traveling, you were driving. You got 30 days for poking me in the eye with a sharp stick by not showing up for a jury. And you've got pending warrants from the state of Indiana and possibly others from Michigan. You're going to be in jail for a while, so I'm going to change that due date to August 1st, not July 1st. On both of those. All right, you can go to the court officer.
Thank you.
You could have made things a whole lot easier. You can have those envelopes, Frank. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please subscribe to help the channel.